What up, Alpha Team? It's DJ AlphaTyler back again with another reaction, and y'all know what day it is. It's Mega Monday. We're gonna hit up one of them hot ones that y'all keep coming back for, liking, sharing, subscribing to, all that. And we're coming back to Aurora. Now, y'all let me know that on September 6th, which by my count was yesterday, Aurora did this live song, Soulless Creatures, with a full orchestra, y'all told me. And so we gotta check this out. I think y'all said this was the first performance she's done with it. I don't know what to expect from it. Either way, the performance itself is new. And so we're gonna jump into it, see what she's bringing. Before we do, y'all know one thing I got to ask, and that is that if you enjoyed the content on this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Join the Alpha Team. Hit the notification bell if y'all want to get on the notification squad to always know when we got some content dropping. I'm gonna tell y'all, subscribing to the channel is the most supportive thing that you could possibly do to help this channel out, and I appreciate every single person who has subscribed to this channel. Appreciate y'all supporting, spending your time hanging out with me, all that stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking. We're gonna go ahead and check out what Aurora's bringing with this one. Let's get it. Where's she at? Oh.
Never knew what is curious head of mine. Never knew what is love if kept inside. Nothing but an endless empty heart, like laying a seed within the dark.
Man, hang on, because y'all know we already got to talk about that. Okay, so the track is called Soulless Creatures, and I'm already seeing where we're going with this. We're talking about society. We're talking about the world right now, right? We're talking about what is anything if you keep it inside. It's like planting a seed in darkness, okay? If y'all haven't ever gardened much or spent much time outside, y'all know I'm from Kentucky, okay? If you don't assume that I grew up gardening or helping out on a farm, at least y'all ain't giving us enough credit out here. But I'm gonna tell you, I've spent my whole life raising, a garden, whatever it may be. I've spent my whole life with that stuff, including, my own garden outside. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you don't know, you can have the best soil on earth, but if you plant your seed where it ain't getting no sunlight, no water, hey man, that thing ain't gonna grow. So when we're talking about soulless creatures, tying that to what she said at the beginning, and the thing that really stands to me right there is, what is love if you don't let it out? What are these emotions if you don't let them out? They don't matter if you're holding them inside. That's like a seed without any sunlight. It ain't going to grow. It's not going to blossom. It's not going to touch anything. You know what I mean? It's not going to, raise its own seeds. It's not going to provide nourishment. It's not going to do any of that stuff. So we're already off to the start right here. Just thinking about what we're saying right there, man. I'm thinking so much about the flip of that, man. Looking at society, people are soulless creatures. We're afraid to say how we feel. It doesn't matter if I see you out. I think you're pretty. I'd like to take you out on a date. Not me, not you. I'm married. I'm happily married. But, I'm saying, like, I'm afraid to tell you how I feel because I'm afraid of rejection. I'm afraid of, being shot down. I'm afraid of, whatever the case may be. I may get embarrassed. I may be, ashamed. Whatever happens from that, I'm afraid of the outcome, so I keep it to myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's with hate too, man. That's with whatever you have. I'm not saying like go out and just, hate people, but I'm saying if you have something to say, man, let's be a society. Let's be people individually in our own lives who can talk about how we feel, who don't worry about those repercussions. I mean, worry, don't do anything illegal. Don't do anything, violent or overwhelmingly negative or anything like that. But be real, talk about how you feel. Get your emotions out there. I don't have to hold back how I feel. If we are two rational, reasonable people, I can talk to you about how I feel about something. You know what I mean? Let it out. Talk about it. Come on, Aurora.
Give me a piece of your heart, Give me a piece of your soul. Let's be
This orchestra is amazing.
I wouldn't mind if I can't find anything to save our kind. All the pieces of my body is gone. Look at me now, I'm falling apart. All the pieces that I have lost, I have lost.
Yes. And we're talking about losing all those pieces, right? Losing those pieces of ourselves. We sacrifice ourselves. When we agree we're gonna keep that stuff in there, when we're not growing, when we're not spreading the seeds, when we are not blossoming, we're losing pieces of ourselves and we're willingly sacrificing those. You know what I mean? Open up, let things out. And I love, she's talking about, she almost sounds like she's in pain, kind of seeing this happen to society. And some of y'all in the comments have described Aurora as a total empath before. Empath. I don't know. I'm not great at saying that word. Empath. I know it's the root there of empathy. I think it's empath. It might be empath, but I feel like I'm stretching the A too much on that. I digress. I'm gonna go with empath. Y'all can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But y'all have described Aurora as an empath, and I can totally see that because she does seem to take in so much of what's going on. She seems to feel every piece of what's going on. And at the end of the day, when we're watching people just sacrifice those pieces of their souls, and we're looking at those things that we've held in, that we're sacrificing from what we could be spreading and growing into, I mean, we're shattering all those things, right? If you feel passionately, if you love something, because honestly, that's the thing. At the end of the day, any kind of passion that you're feeling is love. It's a form of love, and those are attached to you. Those are inside of you. Don't be soulless. Don't be just an empty person moving through the world. Come on now.
Come back to me after peace restores, waiting for the world to turn once more, listening to the deep magnetic sound, hunting for a victim lying down. Come back to me after peace restores.
And I know too, I mean, we're talking about the world, we're talking about when the world restores and all this. And so, I mean, maybe to a certain extent we're talking about COVID. And I understand that may be the literal sense of where, she was at when she was writing this. I don't know. But I'm just trying to cover my bases because some of y'all want to play a gotcha down in the comments and say, well, actually it was about this. And it may be about that. I could see that. But here's what I'm saying. Music at its core is what it means to you. Music is what you pull from it, what you interpret it as, and I'm pulling so much more than just a quarantine track from this. You know what I mean?
Soulless creatures, fearsome hearts, I've owned mine. I got memories that travels my mind. Fear not when you go. I got pieces of your head.
love. Like, that's a part of a song. I don't know, maybe that is a standard part of this song. I'm not honestly sure. But I always love watching Aurora because those things right there, even if it is planned, it seems like things that you can't plan. It just seems like she's fallen so into the music. And she fits so well with what the orchestra's doing, man. I love 100% of I want to watch that again just because it's just such a real emotional moment. You know, she's moving, she's using her voice, you know, she is just part of this orchestra right here. And by the way, shout out to them because they sound amazing. I have a guess. You guys know my cat by now, I believe. You've probably seen him before.
I can't find anything to save our kind. All the pieces of my body is gone. Look at me now, I'm falling apart in daylight. All the pieces that I've lost, I have lost. Look at me now, look at me now. I gave both parts of me. I gave both parts of me. I gave both parts of me.
I genuinely did not think that would be the end of the song. It just sounded like it was going to pick up from there, and I really want that song to keep going. I really, like I said, I'm going to talk about what speaks to me from this song right now. And it just is so much to me about, you know, putting yourself out there, giving yourself into emotions, giving yourself into thoughts, feelings, into the world, and just losing so much of yourself in the process because so many people are not willing to, and so many things that break away from you. And this song was beautiful, guys. Like, I know that's a stereotypical, you know, basic response to listening to an Aurora track, but there was just nothing that I can fault this track with. It was a beautiful performance. Everyone did their part so well, and especially, I mean, Aurora is the star of the attraction for us, and Aurora just did such a beautiful job on this. I want to know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know how you feel about it. Where do we go next from Aurora? All that. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with me for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off. Hope you guys are staying safe, taking care wherever you're at, whatever you're going through. Open up, be real, be you, and don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to get the rejection. Don't be afraid to get the negativity in response. Be you. Love you guys and appreciate you. Like the video if you enjoy the reaction. Make sure you sub to the channel if you haven't already. If you don't know if you like the content around here, go check out some more of our videos. And definitely subscribe once you feel like you do, because I got a feeling we can win you over. Either way, ding that notification bell once you're subscribed if you want to know every time I got some new content. I'm DJ AlphaTyler, and I'll catch you guys next time.